Some of you might recall that inventor Nick built this little device last year, a device for dropping cargoes from drones. It's an ugly little piece of electronics that I sort of connected to the bottom of my drone and then was able to drop things. Anyway, turns out a company in China has made a commercial version and sent me a copy. Pretty cool. The company is called FLiFLi. Obviously a fan of my videos. Anyway, their version is significantly better than my version and so we're going to give it a try today. Having a look inside the box here, bits and pieces, but the main components are the drop unit and the remote control. Now, what's great about this version is that it works up to 1 kilometer away, which is about 0.6 of a mile away, which is a decent distance. So you can carry your drugs or your other paraphernalia a good distance and drop them from your drone. How it works, let me pull this out here. What else is in the package? Instructions, charging cable, and there's a little necklace for holding the remote. Don't need any of that. And there's a pouch. Here's the pouch. So that's that. But yeah, the main components are these three things. The drop module, the remote control, and this little spidery thing which actually goes on the drone. So I think it's going to go in the back because you don't want it getting in the way of the camera. So we'll put it on the back end here. I think it just slides in here. So bottom legs go on first and then the top legs clip in. And then it's nicely secured to the back of the drone and then the drop unit clips on the back of that. Clips on the back of that, just like that. And what I like about it is that it matches the drone. Look, the lights and everything are the same. Very nicely done. So once you turn it on and turn on the remote, it's got a little release unit in here. When you press the remote, off it goes. So we'll take it outside and we'll drop a few things from the drone. Of course, the problem is, of course, that you need something that's on a string that can be dropped. So not everything is on a string. So I was thinking I'd put a plastic bag or something on the bottom, have it fold out and have this drop the plastic bag. So first thing I think we'll try some Easter eggs, being Easter, and we'll drop them out on my front yard and see how we go. So let's give it a try. Might drop a few other things as well. I've drawn a big target in my driveway and we'll see how accurately we can drop things. I mean, what's great about using a drone to drop things, other than it's just cool to use a drone to drop things, is that of course it has a camera on it. So theoretically we should be able to aim pretty well where we're going to drop stuff. The possibilities are endless. This is so cool. This is so cool. This is why I put this horrible thing together. And now I've got a solution that's a lot more elegant. So the first thing I'll try dropping are some plastic Easter eggs, and because Easter eggs of course don't have little hooks on them, I just put them in a plastic bag, and we'll secure the plastic bag by making a hole in the top of the plastic bag, putting it through the servo here, pressing the button. If you look carefully you can see the servo's holding the plastic bag in place. So now I should be able to fly the drone, zzz, press the button. Let's give it a try. Okay, here we are ready for takeoff. So that worked pretty well. The only problem was the eggs are so light, not all of them fell out of the bag at once. So I'll try something a bit heavier this time. I'm going to try some jelly beans. So we'll fill up the bag with some jelly beans. and see how that goes. Jelly beans ready to drop. So the jelly bean drop went pretty well. That was about 150 grams of jelly beans, for those of you interested. But the problem is that the plastic bag's kind of messing with the aerodynamics of the drone, so I want to get rid of that and use it the way it's designed, which is just putting something on a cable or a leash. So I've stuck some eggs with some super glue and some cotton, and we'll just dangle them from the bottom. I'll try 2 eggs from the drone this time, and we'll drop them on the target. So 2 eggs, hopefully they'll stay connected to the, they're pretty firmly on there, so yeah, they should be fine. I'm going to tie them on the bottom of the drone or try them on the target. Eggs away! So the egg drop went perfectly. A little bit more weight without that plastic bag floating around was perfect. I could aim it with the camera, get it right in the center of that circle. Perfect. The mischief you can get up to with this device boggles the mind. So, you know, it's a very elegant solution for dropping things from your drone. One thing I will say though is because it's off center, it's at the back of the drone here, it's sort of pulling down one side of the drone, so it can't carry as much as if you had it in the center. My guess from my little experiments today is that its maximum payload is about 170 grams or about 6 ounces. So not as much as if you were in the center of the drone, which would be about, you know, almost half a kilo you can probably load at the bottom. But it's such an elegant solution, it works so well. It's pretty cool. I've got all sorts of ideas coming into my head as what I can do with this. The other downside is it's quite expensive. You can buy them on Amazon. I'll put the link below. $250. Of course, you've got to take into account that you're paying more than $1,000 for your drone normally, so another 20% to make your drone be able to drop things is not that expensive, but for a lot of people $250 is a lot of money. But if you want to have an elegant solution that works every time and looks like it belongs on the drone, then this is the way to go. Yeah, it's a really neat little device. I'm really impressed, and I'm thinking of all sorts of mischievous things to do with this. So yeah, that's the what's it called? The Airdrop by FLiFLi, and yeah, I'm pretty impressed. It's what I hoped my invention would do, but does it in a somewhat, as I said, more elegant way. So any questions, put them in the comments below, but otherwise, yeah, I'm looking forward to dropping many things on many people in the future with this.